Students of BSc Part 1 and respected listener, a very good afternoon and welcome all of you to today's lecture. Students of BSc Part 1, I will teach you today a very special, amazing topic titled I have mentioned on the blackboard, numerical based on kinetics for first order of reactions. Students of BSc Part 1, I will solve some important few numericals based on the kinetics of first order of reaction. Today's lecture is very outstanding and very special because in our BSc Part 1 as well as various competitive examination based on engineering and that is of medical entrance examinations and competitive examination based on the topics titled I mentioned on the blackboard set and asked in various these competitive examinations. The topic I have mentioned on the blackboard is selected from BSc Part 1 from paper 3 physical chemistry chosen from unit 5th titled as chemical kinetics. Before solving today's numerical problem based on kinetics for first order of reaction, once again I repeat the necessarily fundamental equation formula based on the kinetics for first order of reactions. Students of BSc Part 1, may I have your attention please on our previous video based on chemical kinetics, in which we were expressing about 5 fundamental postulates, features based on kinetics for first order of reaction, in which first one postulate was mainly concerned with the derivation and definition of rate law or rate equation, in which we were defining rate equation or rate law, which is mainly established the quantitative relationship between velocity of the reaction dx upon dt, velocity constant k1, and the concentration which is expressed at t is equals to t timing with a minus x. Now, we have also defined in our previous video that rate equation or rate law is further divided into its 2 subkinds. One can derive rate law or rate equation into 2 further subtypes. First one in terms of differential rate equation, second one in terms of integral rate equation. And by applying the fundamental Goodwork and Vargas law and the law of mass action, we have derived for any first order of reaction, the rate is directly proportional to its, that is the unity power of initial concentration or active mass. And by applying the fundamental theory principle of Goodwork and Vargas law, we have derived equation number 2. Equation number 2 is known as differential rate equation. Derivations of rate equations or rate law, here equation number 2 is derived by means of differential rate equation, which is known as dx by dt is equals to k1 into a minus x. In above equation, dx upon dt denote the velocity of the reaction, k1 denotes here the velocity constant, and a minus x denote the concentration which is measured as t is equals to t instantaneous timing here. Now it is the turn to calculate the rate equation or rate law in terms of integral form. In integral steps on integration and separation, equation number 2, and by applying the fundamental conditions for the calculation of integral constant t is equals to 0 to passes, x is equals to that is of 0. And by applying the fundamental condition here, we have calculated the value of fundamental equation k1 is equals to 2.303 upon t log a upon a minus x. Equation number 8 in our previous video we have derived this one fundamental integral rate equation for the calculation of and the kinetics of first order of reaction. Students, BSc part 1 equation number 8 is extremely outstanding, very important fundamental principal equation on the behalf of one can utilize the progress, structure, mechanism, changing of concentration with respect to timing. One can calculate, one can analyze the progress of the kinetics of any first order of reactions here. So equation number 8 is known as that is of principal integral rate equations. And on the behalf of equation number 8, one can collect the sufficient and excess information for the progress and for the kinetics of first order of reactions here. Today, I will solve the numerical problem also based on equation number 8 also. In equation number 8, suppose we are using, we have been known two important quantities such as a and a minus x or t. Then one can calculate, one can solve the value of first order rate constant as that is the k1. It was the first postulates by means of the kinetics for first order of reactions. Now, second postulate by means of chemical kinetics, which is mainly concerned the graphical representation for first order of reactions. Students of BSc part 1, two major problems arise here. First one, what are the quantities in which graphical representation will be taken into account? I mean to say, what are those quantities in which the graph will be plotted? And second one, what is the shape and size of the curve? So obviously there is no doubt. In our previous video, we have calculated the value of, we have separated two values of y is equals to log a upon a minus x and x is equals to t, timing. When these two important quantities we plot by consideration as an ordinate as on y-axis, y is equals to log a upon a minus x and x is equals to t as on abscissa. A straight line passing through the origin will be produced here, because in such a position the intercept of such integral rate equation to passes intercept c is equals to 0 here. Except second postulate for graphical representation. Now it is the turn to calculate the value of half-life period, which is expressed in terms of that is of t half. Students of BSc part 1, there are three important timings to possess, to have extremely their importance for the progress of any chemical reaction. Here that is the first order of reaction. Three types of the timing interval. First one, t is equals to 0. Second one, t is equals to t. And third one, t is equals to t half. First one, t is equals to 0, which is known as initial timing, to have initial concentration, which is expressed in terms of a mole per liter. Second one, the progress, the kinetics of the reaction, which is studied at t is equals to that is of specific instantaneous timing, at t is equals to t timing here. Next one, third one, timing is very, very special timing in which we analyze, we study the progress of the kinetics of any reactions at t is equals to t half, which is defined such as the timing taken for the decomposition of just half of its concentration is known as half-life period, and it is symbolized by that is of t half. And by substituting the fundamental time and condition, t is equals to t half, x is equals to a by 2, we solve the fundamental, the necessarily derivation t half is equals to 0.693 divisible by that is of k1. Students of BSc Part 1, I'm going to draw your kind immediate notice on our fundamental term here in various competitive examination as well as in your examination. In various, it has been said, it has been asked, what is the quantitative relationship between half-life period and that is of initial concentration? I mean to say, what is your opinion? What is your kinetics in its information between half-life period t half and that is of initial concentration? The very simple answer, students of BSc Part 1, in this equation number 9, the initial concentration of A is not involved here. So obviously, our result straight is for first order of reaction, half-life period is independent upon initial concentration of A, because the initial concentration A is not involved in equation number 9. So when in the examination, suppose the question asked said in such a way, what is the relation between half-life period and initial concentration for first order of reaction? So your response is simple, in that is a simple way, that is for first order of reaction, since initial concentration is not involved in overall the expression and equation here, so half-life period is that is of independent upon initial concentration of the half-life period is independent upon the initial concentration of the reactant here. Now, students of BSc Part 1, by considering these important two factors, two important equation number 9 and equation number 8, once again I repeat, how will you calculate the value of dimension and unity for first order of reaction here? It is also included into the fundamental features to have that is of kinetics for first order of reaction. I mean to say, how will you calculate the dimension and unit for first order of reaction here? In our previous video, as earlier and previous, the definition of first order of reactions along with that is of velocity constant and its definition and its determination of unit and dimension we have calculated in our previous video, that the dimension of first order net constant is expressed in terms of that is of time inverse, and unit is expressed in terms of second inverse, minute inverse, hour inverse, year inverse, month inverse or week inverse, as per units and dimension is expressed for corresponding to that is of timing is here. So now question is arises here. Question is now our problem is that how will you solve this major problem here? So very simple to calculate the dimension and units by using that is of integral that is of that equation here. Now try to search, now try to check, try to solve. How will you calculate the dimension and unit for first order of reaction here? Here, let us start from equation number 8, in which K1 is equals to 2.303 divisible by that is of T log A upon A minus X. Here, once again, I repeat the fundamental or the principle rate equation for first order of reaction. One can write here K1 is equals to 2.303 divisible by T log A upon A minus X. Now substitute here that is of log A, the dimension that is of concentration, and the dimension of A minus X. So it is also the dimension of that is of concentration here. You know concentration will be cut by that is of concentration here, and 2.303 that is the constant and multiplication of next constant to give a new constant and divisible by that is of timing here. So obviously K1 is inversely proportional 1 upon timing here. Now substitute the value of timing in terms of second, minute, hour, inverse. So obviously one can calculate with simple way. K1 now will be calculated in the form of second inverse, minute inverse, hour inverse. Now based on these equation number 9 and 8, we will solve the numerical in coming lectures tomorrow. Till then, thank you very much.